There are a myriad of factors that contribute to bringing a residential community to its full potential. But for our purposes today, we're going to concentrate on 4 of these factors. The first is joy. Everybody knows what joy is, and in a way we can define joy better by talking about life without it. When we started the very first Live Oak project, we said every morning we have to get together and we have to celebrate life. We have to affirm life. We have to be joyful. And we would start, and somebody said, how can I be joyful if my arm is paralyzed? And our response was, even if your arm is paralyzed, we have to find a way to create that baseline of joy in our lives day in and day out. The second factor is healing. This work is intrinsically healing. Community is healing. We're spreading a consciousness that healing goes on day in and day out, and that even, or especially for people in the nursing home environment, is not just maintenance of status quo, because if you're maintaining status quo, you're moving backwards. But it's constantly regeneration. That's why we call our program model regenerative community. The third factor is connection. Probably the biggest single malaise that people suffer in the nursing home environment is disconnection. And really, that's no different than the rest of us in the world. The world is dying from disconnection. And so what we're trying to bring into that home and into that environment is greater connection. And the fourth element is potency. When you're potent, when you have a sense of that your environment isn't just acting on you, but that you have some understanding of why things are happening around you and an ability to affect what's happening around you, your life is richer, your life is more meaningful, there's no cause for depression, and a healing, joyful, connected dynamic is going on all the time.
Oh, wonder saints, oh, wonder saints, oh, wonder saints, still marching.
A key element of the community meeting is the expression of joy. In everyday life, elders find cause to celebrate. They share humor. They sing. They dance. And because they share joys together, a context is created that enables them to encounter life's most difficult times, as when friends pass on.
What I feel here in this room today, it's interesting that what I feel in this room filled with is life. More than any other thing in the whole world, this room is filled with life today. The lives of people who are loved, the lives of people who are cared for, live on in this community. And I think it's very important because there's a message here in this room, in this memorial service, in this community, in this family, that needs to be shared with a lot of other people, because a lot of people think, you come to a convalescent hospital or a nursing home, and life doesn't continue very much anymore. But people pass through here and they're known, and they're loved, and they connect with people's hearts, and they're touched, and the feeling of making strong bonds and making strong friendships goes on and on.
I didn't even know what community meeting was going to be like. To tell you the truth, I didn't know what it was going to be like. But thanks to Jane, thanks to you, yourself, you've made something out of my heart come to life. So I used to be in a box, in my room. I used to sit all day long in my room. I don't do that no more.
But in community, everyone needs an opportunity to express himself or herself. People, residents, and staff are more than their roles.
The idea is that what we're doing is we're creating a continuum of growth. We're growing together. We're bringing our whole selves to the environment, and we're making a way for staff members to begin to bring their whole selves to the environment, so that the staff member doesn't have to put on a posture When one walks in the door, it's like putting on a mask. But the staff member doesn't have to do that. Staff member can be oneself, talk about what's real, what's going on with who that person is at any given time. This is the point at which I entered into the world of nursing homes as a family member. My grandmother was in a nursing home in Long Beach, New York, and she died there, and in a sense, part of me died there with her, you know, because those last years of her life, I felt her disconnected from who she was, and I felt it difficult to find a handle on how to relate to her within the institution.
With us, even had we.
This work carries a mandate from the people who are working within the nursing homes. Not only the elders, but those people who are younger and disabled. It's a mandate to change, to work to change the attitudes that society has about illness, about old age, about the role of elder. And we're really taking on that mandate, and we're really committed to bring this work to fruit so that the society embraces our elders, so that we all can grow into our elderhood. Those of us who are young right now can grow into our elderhood with meaning, with connection, with dignity, and with a whole lot of joy.
There's a lot of feeling inside. You understand what I'm talking about?
I do.
There's a lot of feeling inside. What I'm going to say to Gary now is that I want this program to continue on. As good as it is, but some people don't understand it, but they've got to give them a chance too. But I need you to take it out there and tell them what I think, what you think should be better for them.
I promise you we will.
All around the country, in gerontology schools, in elders centers, in government offices on aging, the Live Oak definition of an elder can be found. An elder is a person who is still growing, still a learner, still with potential, and whose life continues to have within it promise for and connection to the future. An elder is still in pursuit of happiness, joy, and pleasure, and his or her birthright to these remains intact. Moreover, an elder is a person who deserves respect and honor, and whose work is to synthesize wisdom from long life experience and formulate this into a legacy for future generations.
My history is my own parade, so sit down here beside me and listen to where I've been. There might be something that you could learn from all the things I've seen. Now they're afraid, like a lion.